We are just a stone's throw from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and it is rocking and rolling here at Huntington Bank Field in downtown Cleveland. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. You look at this Browns defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Takes it to about the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Looking left side, and it's complete. Still fighting for more. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Davis now. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Davis. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Browns did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year, and they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Here's Davis throwing on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. And here's a handoff out of... And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have regained the lead. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 44, Davis flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Browns have moved out in front.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Now back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play nullified. Illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunky yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
That is caught. And some room to work. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose a down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Looking to throw. Davis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Davis. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now. Down at the 33. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Davis. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Davis now from the gun on 3rd down, buying time to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 2nd and 16. Back to throw. Davis. And his throw here's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now Davis from the gun on third down. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that'll bring up fourth down. Looking to throw. Davis. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just about on his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Operating from the gun. Davis. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Davis eluding the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. The slot man in motion right. Back to throw. Davis.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Davis gonna throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Still going inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. So close, couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way, I'm not coming out of this.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Keeps under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Davis from the gun on 3rd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Davis forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Davis. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun. Davis. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Operating from the gun. Davis being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an away from tying this game.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. The field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
He'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
They'll look to throw. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for